I first noticed the change in my wife slowly, almost imperceptibly. She grew distant, secretive, defensive over the simplest questions. At first I blamed stress, work, family, the endless grind. But deep down my instincts screamed that something was off. Instead of confronting her immediately, I watched quietly, letting the days stretch into weeks, observing every subtle shift. She stayed out late. Her phone was always locked. Smiles and whispers to her screen hinted at conversations I wasn't meant to see. When I asked about it, she brushed me off with a laugh or a shrug, calling me overthinking. That was my confirmation. She believed she could fool me. One evening, she told me she was going out with friends. I nodded, pretending disinterest, and waited. As soon as she left, I followed discreetly. My heart sank when I saw her getting into another man's car. They laughed like this had been routine for months. That night, something inside me broke, but it also sharpened. I knew this wasn't the end. The next morning, I acted as if nothing had happened. I made breakfast, kissed her cheek, smiled at her. She had no idea I had seen everything. And I began to plan, quietly, carefully. Every lie she told, every secret she thought hidden would be used to teach her a lesson she would never forget. Over the following days, I gathered evidence, screenshots, call logs, photos, recordings of whispered words meant for another man. Each piece of proof cut like a knife, but it also fueled my resolve. She thought she was clever. I was one step ahead. Confrontation would only give her excuses and tears. The truth had to speak for itself. I arranged a dinner at our home, a casual gathering with family and a few trusted friends. She prepared herself as the perfect wife, smiling, serving food, oblivious to the storm that had quietly been building. At the perfect moment, I stood, cleared my throat, and connected my phone to the TV. Her smile faltered when the first images appeared. One by one, the messages, photos, and recordings played across the screen. Her late-night meetings, the whispered "I miss you" texts, the calls she thought were private. The room fell silent, her face drained of color. She stammered, tried to explain, but the evidence was undeniable. For the first time, she had no words to hide behind. Gasps and murmurs filled the room. Friends, family, all watching. She ran to me, pleading, begging, tears streaming down her face. I looked her in the eye and said calmly, "This is a lesson you will remember for the rest of your life. Betrayal has consequences." She begged me not to leave. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I simply packed my things and walked out, head held high. My silence, my calm, was the sharpest punishment of all. By morning, her humiliation was complete. Family members had seen the truth. She couldn't even face them. She called, messaged, pleaded, but I remained silent. The memory of that night became her punishment, replaying in her mind every time she considered deception again. As for me, I moved forward with a stronger heart. Painful as it was, betrayal did not define me. I turned it into strength. She had taught me what deception felt like, but I taught her a lesson she would never forget and made sure she would carry it for the rest of her life. No betrayal goes unpunished, and no liar escapes the truth.